Pleasant or unpleasant valley? We're about to find out today. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome back to the channel. So as I said there earlier, today we're off to Pleasant Valley Golf and Country Club. So it's situated about 45 minutes, I would say, drive outside of Pattaya, just going north back towards Bangkok. It's actually quite close proximity to Khao Kiao, probably about 10-15 minutes difference between those two golf courses. Today we're actually going to head up the number 3 again, just to see what the time difference is like, avoid those service roads off the number 7. You can't access this particular golf course direct off the number 7, so you've either got to go down the service road or you can take the number 3 road and then take the Bang Pra turn off and get to the golf course that way. So we shall wait and see. So what to say about Pleasant Valley? Well, it opened, I think it was back in 2009. I must admit I haven't played it myself for a good sort of 8 years, possibly more, 10 years. So looking forward to going back and seeing what it's like. Obviously in between there's been a pandemic, etc. So yeah, it should be interesting just to get up there. I do remember it was always a very pleasant experience, pardon the pun. It was a good decent layouts, course conditions were always in good condition. I think value for money, very good. In fact, today playing out a Magic Bar, not that this is free advertising, but you never know, might get a free beer for this. But out at Magic Bar, we're which is by Matraban Lake, we're got a group of about 12 golfers here coming up here today to Pleasant Valley, and it's 1,500 baht all in. Not bad, not bad. Prices of golf is going up in Pattaya area, so you know, to get a golf course perhaps of this quality, although the quality is yet to be confirmed, for that sort of price, not too bad at all. So I think filming this particular video on the GoPro Hero Black in the car, on driving on the way up to Pleasant Valley. But yeah, it feels like a James Corden carpool karaoke. I have Adele sitting here one day singing "Set the Fire on Rain" next to me. Highly unlikely though, but might get one of my good friends doing a canny chant of Tom Jones' Sex Bomb, and that's about it. But never mind. Anyway, I think that's enough of the intro. Hope you enjoy the video, and let's get to the golf course and let's get all that footage and get through this guiding review of Pleasant Valley Golf and Country Club in a moment. Bye for now. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So we've arrived at the golf course, Pleasant Valley Golf and Country Club. Car park is absolutely jam-packed, I suppose to be expected given it's 1st of May, Labor Day holiday here in Thailand. But yeah, looks nice. So far so good. Bit of a problem trying to get a car parking space, but eventually got there. But anyway, let's get out onto the golf course and take some footage and do the review and guide of this golf course. See you in a moment. Okay, before we get into the review and guide of the golf course, let's just quickly give a quick summary of the golf course. As you've already seen in the hole sequence, it's 18-hole golf course, traditional 36 par out, 36 back, 72 total par. We're not going to say much about the blacks because that's for only the non-human golfers around, the professionals, etc. But off the blues, We've got 6,527 yards, so a bit of a test off the blues. Whites, which is what we're going to be playing today, 6,200 yards, and for the ladies it's 5,406 yards. So just a few things to say about the facilities. So locker rooms are a bit basic but very clean. Restaurant adequate, nothing too special. Staff and the caddies are very friendly. You'll always feel welcomed at this particular golf course. There is a chip in putting green near the first tee, so those of you who've got the yips and you want to practice, right next to the first tee. Couldn't find the driving range, but not sure if there is one or not, but never mind. Price, very good. Played out of a Society Magic Bar it was this time, 1,500 baht for the course. Conditioning quality is very, very good. And a little bit of a tip, do not go and play this golf course if there is a public holiday, because you'll end up paying far more price wise and it will be totally busy, and you do not want a 5 to 5.5 hour round of golf. Okay, now we've got that over with, let's get into the guiding review. So today we're going to basically do the recording on a DJI Pocket 3. Going to do 6 holes on 4K with some zoom functionality, and then 6 holes in 2.7K resolution, and also then the last 6 holes in 1080p. Each resolution has a different zoom functionality, so I just want to see how the video footage turns out, see which is the best, and really see if there's any difference between the 4K, the 2.7K and 1080p. Probably would be a big difference if you see it on a big TV, but majority of people are usually watching these things on portable devices these days. So in any case, let's get to it. Looks like we've got the carts have just turned up, so we can move on in a moment. Right, we're at the first tee. It's hole number 1. It's a par 4, stroke index 9. Very, very nice, gentle starting hole. Plays 363 yards off the whites. Don't really need a driver here, but yeah, if you hit a driver less than 283 yards, you have bunker on the left hand side of the fairway that can catch you out, but otherwise a 3-wood's also adequate. But all you want to do is just aim for the center of the fairway, plenty of room there, and then basically get yourself in a good position, and then leave yourself with whatever, something like a 9 or a pitching wedge or an 8 iron into the green. Just a bit about the green does slope from the back to the front, so let's say you don't want to hit it long if the pins at the back, especially because there's a bit of a slope at the back there, but so a little bit of a tip there, but otherwise a very straightforward opening hole, and great hole to start the course off with. Right, onwards to hole number 2. It's a par 4, more challenging hole this one, stroke index 3. Off the white, plays 368 yards. Bit of water off there on the right hand side from the tee box, but shouldn't really give you too much of a problem. Just need to be wary of that bunker on the left hand side. You go in there and you're pretty much dead. And for the longer hitters, if you can reach 253, yeah, you need to be wary of that bunker on the right hand side of the fairway as well. But let's stay positive. Shoot a shot right down the middle, and you should somewhere between the 100 and 150 let's say yardage into the green. And not much to say about this green. It slopes a little bit from the back to the front, but otherwise quite a gentle sloping green, nothing too fancy. And you just want to, it's all about the tee shot this hole. You get in a good position and then you set yourself up for a nice easy shot into the green. That bunker on the right hand side really shouldn't come into play, so just focus on shooting it into the middle of the green and you should be in good shape. You get a par here, you'll be doing well. Okay, we're on to hole 3. It's a par 5, it's stroke index 1, and although it's only 508 yards off the whites and you're thinking, opportunity for a birdie here, you've just got to be very, very careful, because that tee box first and foremost points you right at that bunker, if not towards the water. So unless you're very good at drawing the ball around the trees, there is out of bounds there on the left hand side as well. So, you know, while it's a par 5, you're thinking birdie for the yardage, got to be careful. The smart players actually even play short of that bunker. It's like 200 yard and another 200 yards, leave yourself a 100 yard shot into the green. But nevertheless, the bigger hitters can go for it, but you've got to hug that tree line on the left hand side. But best thing, just Hit a shot down there in the middle. There is plenty of room, but if you do go in that bunker, it's not overly bad because it is quite shallow. You can still get a shot out of there, but otherwise, like I said, if you really wanted to play safe, short of the bunker, 200 yards, 200 down for your second shot, get yourself in a good position near the 100 yards out. And for this green, you just got to be shooting into the middle. There's a bit of a slope from the back to the front, like majority of the greens on this particular golf course, but cracking par 5 opportunity, bit of a risk reward, but yeah, you get a par, and if you get a birdie, brilliant, but par is also good. Hole number 4, it's a par 4, stroke index 14, another great risk and reward type hole. Lots of water there on the right hand side, so if you're slicing the ball, you don't want to use a driver here. It's 281 yards off the whites, is drivable for the bigger hitters, but if you just want to play it sensibly, you can see there on the left hand side from the tee box there's a bunker at 195 yards. Easy plays, just shoot a 6-iron or something down there, just short of that bunker actually, leave yourself 100 yards in. You can go further down, but the further you go, more risk of going in the water potentially. Yeah, great risk reward hole. Just a bit of a tip, you want to be short the flag here. You don't want to go too long. There is quite a bit of a slope from the back to the front, but otherwise great hole, and very scenic going around this lake for this hole and the previous holes. So yeah, if you get around these 2 holes with 2 pars, you're doing well. Hole number 5, it's a par 3, it's the first par 3 on the front 9, it's stroke index 16, normally plays 160 yards, and you can see that it's 143 yards to the front of the green, very long elongated green, 172 yards to the back of the green, so depending where the pin is, you do need to zap it with your rangefinder, just because that can add quite a few yards if it's at the back of the green, but otherwise, yeah, you just want to be looking at getting to the middle of the green. There's some gentle slopes on this green, but yeah, you just need to be wary of that water as well. You know, if you're not too comfortable, aim a little bit further to the left of the green. There is a bit of a slope, it'll bring it back down onto the green, but otherwise, yeah, if you shoot into the middle of the green, you're doing well. And like I say, if you get out here with a par, because it is a bit of a tough par 3, you're doing well. Hole 6, it's a second par 5 on the front 9, stroke index 6. Actually, not too much trouble on this hole. It's 457 yards, so for a par 5, very short. If anything, it's just all about the tee box and getting the right shot off. There is some trees to the right off the tee, so you just actually have to shoot over those trees if you want to try and get it in the fairway. This is where the trickery is. If you just shoot down the fairway, you can end up in the ravine on the left hand side. Lots of water and trouble there on the left hand side of the fairway, but otherwise think positive, shoot it down the fairway. Like I say, for the bigger hitters, you'll definitely, even for the medium hitters, you'll reach this in 2. It's all about getting a great tee shot away. If you can do that, you've just got to really hit a second shot maybe over that bunker short of the green. But sensible play always is just, you know, you can get it pretty close up to that bunker and then leave yourself a nice pitch shot into the green. This particular green slopes from the back to the front, so try and leave it short of the hole as far as where the ball is landing, considering the pin position. But otherwise, a cracking par 5, good opportunity for a birdie. Hole number 7, it's a par 4, stroke index 18. Easiest on the course, not much trouble here at all off the tee for the bigger hitters, and never opportunity to get very close to the green. So yeah, for those guys, opportunity for a birdie, but otherwise for us normal people, just shoot it down the middle, and you'll get it far enough down there. Even for you guys, you'll be able to get it pretty close to the pin and give yourself an opportunity for a birdie here. On the green, slopes from the back to the front as usual, so nothing to mention special here. But if you can, try and keep the ball below the pin and give yourself an uphill putt at least. But otherwise, yeah, nice friendly par for this one. Okay, on to hole number 8. It's a par 3, second par 3 in the front 9, stroke index 12. Normally plays actually a little bit shorter than the whites on the card. They usually play about 135 yards. It is an island green. Funny enough, do take a look at the black yardage, 240 yards to an island green. Perhaps the course designer was having a bit of a nasty streak in him, but in any case, when you're playing it off the whites, usually play 135 yards. Just want to look at shooting it to the centre of the green. Green does slope a little bit from the top shelf left down towards the water on the right hand side. Bit of a sort of from the back to the front. So if you do go along, it's not too bad. The slope is pretty gentle. But otherwise, you want to be shooting to the middle of the green and just get out of here with par if you can. But otherwise, yeah, cracking little hole. Right, if you're having a good round up to this point, you're on the last hole on the front 9, hole number 9, par 4, stroke index 4, and if you've high on testosterone, you've already driven a couple of greens, you've got birdies, etc. You may just want to rein it in here, because if you hit driver off this tee, you can be over the trees on the other fairway. You've then got no shot whatsoever. If you see where the yardage is on this particular picture, I mean, all you got to do is just put it 200 yards down the fairway, stay at the right of the fairway, keep away from the water on the left hand side, short of the bunker. You still got a 150 shot in. There's no sense at all to try and chew off more than you need to in this particular hole. It's a great hole to finish off the front 9, but otherwise, like I say, shoot a short if you want to of that 226. Leave yourself about 150 in. Green does slope from the back to the front, so again, like all the others, just try and, if you can, leave it short of the hole. The miss here would definitely be short of the green, actually, because you definitely don't want to be in those bunkers, because they're pretty treacherous. But otherwise, yeah, if you can get on the green and you get out here with a par, you're doing very, very well, and hopefully you've had a good front 9. Okay, we're on to the back 9. First thing to say about this 10th hole is you've got out of bounds, internal out of bounds on the tree line all the way up on the right hand side. So you just need to be wary of that. It's a bit of a throwback when there was no trees when the golf course first opened. So of course, out of bounds made sense, but really now they should remove it. But in any case, you know it's there. So hole number 10, par 4, stroke index 2, long hole. 398 yards, but they usually bring the tees a little bit further forward by 10 yards. Normally plays 388 yards. You got that bunker on the left hand side, 261 yards away. Just want to shoot off, try and avoid that bunker, shoot one down the middle. If you draw the ball or hit the ball straight, that bunker or the left hand side is always in play. So if you've got a fade possibility, that's a better shot for this hole. But if you can get it down there about 250, leave yourself about 160 in. It's a great hole, and just try and give yourself a shot into the green. Green slopes a little bit from the back to the front, similar to the front 9, but otherwise a cracking start to the back 9. Right, we're at Pleasant Valley. We've just completed the front 9. Halfway house update. Yeah, course is pretty decent condition actually. Greens are pretty good, fairways are nice, fairways are a bit close to each other. Caddies do shout 4 on numerous occasions, as they do, but yeah, it's a slightly different layout from when the last time I played. Just teeing off on the 10th now. That used to be the old first, I believe. So yeah, but actually it's for the price, 1,500 baht. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth the travel to come out here. Bit busy today with the holiday, but otherwise, yeah, enjoying the round so far. We'll give you a final verdict at the end of the 18 holes. Okay, we're on to hole 11. It's a par 4, stroke index 8. Again, like the previous hole, the tree line on the right in the opposite direction is out of bounds, internal out of bounds. Just be wary of that. It's 359 yards, plays normally that as well. You've got a forced layup. You can see there on the graphic, it's 215 yards to the water, so all you need is a 5-iron. Don't even consider trying to take on the water. I mean, the PGA Tour average carry is 267 yards, and this is 280 to carry that water. So would advise not to try anything with a driver here, can go desperately wrong. So play sensible as it's intended, shoot a 5-iron or a 6-iron just short of that water, try and get it as close as you possibly can, but not too close, and then gives yourself for about a 150, 160 yard shot into the green. Green slopes from the back to the front, guarded by the bunkers there, as you can see, but if the miss is going to be short, if anything, you still give you an opportunity for a chip and a putt for a par. But if you can make it to the green, shoot to the middle, and if you get out of this hole with a par, you're doing very well. Hole number 12, it's a par 4, stroke index 10, normally plays 289 yards. You can see there you've got a forced carry off the tee box over the water, should be no problems at all. Out of bounds on the right, so you don't want to be anywhere near there. Plenty of fairway. Do be wary of that bunker though at the 233 yard marker. You don't want to be in there, otherwise you'll be faced with a long bunker shot. So avoid that bunker at all costs. So the sensible shot is just hit a 200, 220 yard shot down the middle there. Give yourself, set yourself up for a shot at the green. You don't want to miss this green on the left, a bit of a slope there. It's hard to get up and down on this particular green. So if anything, you want to shoot to the right side of the green. Right middle is pretty good. If you can do that, you're going to give yourself possibility of a birdie, if not a par. So that's pretty good hole, this 12th hole. Okay, onwards to hole 13. It's a par 3, first par 3 on the back 9, stroke index 15, relatively straightforward, nothing here. Off the whites, playing 133 yards, and that's as it normally plays. You've got 122 yards to the front of the green and 146 yards to the back. Just shoot, if anything, to the right of middle, because there is a bit of a slope on this green, but if anything, you always try and leave it short of the pin. But otherwise, yeah, get locked and loaded with your wedge or your 9-iron, whatever, it's your 133 yard club. Shoot to the middle of the green and you'll be doing well. Possibility of a birdie if you can get it close, but otherwise get out here with a par 3, it's okay. Hole 14, it's a par 4, stroke index 7, 331 yards off the whites. All about the tee shot selection here. Yeah, you can hit a driver, get as far up as you can, but easily a 3-wood or a long iron's pretty good as well. Just want to get it down the middle. It's a bit of a tight tee shot here, so you just need to be wary of that. But if you can get it on the fairway, give yourself a chance of a second shot to the green. The green's pretty generous, pretty big. Again, slopes from the back to the front, no changes there, but yeah, great little hole, and yeah, should get a par 4 here for sure. Hole number 15, it's the first par 5 in the back 9, stroke index 11, very generous short, 439 yards, and you think, hold on, this is definite birdie opportunity. Just be aware that tree line off the tee box on the right hand side, again, that's internal, the annoying internal OB. The landing area is very, very narrow at the 200 yard marker, so you've just got to be wary of that. You can chew a bit off, you've got to carry it more than 265 yards to maybe get to the 150 yard marker, but loads of risk there because you've got that marsh, deep rough on the left hand side of the fairway. I've seen players hit just, 6-iron, another 6-iron, and then just set yourself up for a wedge to the green. That's probably the sensible way to play this hole. So yeah, shoot down the middle if you can, set yourself up for, keep yourself out of trouble. And then again, just shoot over that ravine, if you like, that marsh rough. Again, get a little bit further past the 150, near the 100 yard marker. And if you've achieved that, you set yourself up for easy shot to the green. Green slopes from the back to the front again. And if anything, leave your ball short of the hole. Give yourself, there's quite a steep slope on this green, so short of the hole is definitely better, but you get a par 5 here, it's not so bad. Hole 16, it's a par 4, stroke index 5, and while the white says 297, usually they put the tee boxes on the whites further back on this hole. Play it as it's intended. It's a strategic hole. You can see there's water going up the left hand side all the way up towards the green. So you basically just want to hit a 220 if you can off the tee, get it as far to the or close to the throat as you possibly can. Once you've achieved that, then you give yourself a shot at trying to get the ball onto the green. Definitely don't want to miss it left here. You can be short-sided. There's a bit of a runoff there, and if the pin's tucked in left, impossible to get close to the hole. So if anything, shoot to the right, the middle of the green, and you will be doing very, very well. If you get a par here, you've done very well. Okay, hole number 17, it's the final par 3 on the back 9, stroke index 17, a dinky little 103 yard par 3, so you got about 92 yards to the front of the green, 124 to the back. Green slopes from the from the back to the front. If anything, just try and leave your shot short of the hole. If anything, middle right is better, because there is some more sloping on the left hand side of the green. But if you can get it to the middle center or just to the right of center, you're doing pretty in good shape, and you should be able to get your par 3 here. Okay, we're on to the final hole, the finale, the hole 18, par 5, stroke index 13, a nice short par 5, 448 yards. I'm sure they'll make it short, so you definitely get a birdie and give you that good memory to come back and play the golf course. Now off the tee, plenty of water on the right. The hole wraps around the lake, heading back towards the clubhouse, but if you've got a big hit on you, you can maybe bite off a little bit more of the water and give yourself maybe a 150 or a 140 shot in, but otherwise sensible shots, just aim to the just to the right of the bunker, which is on the left hand side. Give yourself about 200 yards left back in. Even from that distance you should reach the green in 2. Of course, the further up you go, the more there is danger in the trees, etc., so just be wary of that. But otherwise, sensible is just play as a 3-shot hole, and you still give yourself a good chance of opportunity. You definitely don't want to be long on this green. There is a bit of a slope, so yeah, I mean, chipping on the green again, the green slopes from the back to the front, but it's a great finishing hole. Leads up right in front of the clubhouse. Shoot towards the middle of the hole, keep the ball below the hole if you can, and then you'll have a satisfying par hopefully, and finish off your round in good spirits, possibly even a birdie. So great hole. Right, we're just coming down the 18th at Pleasant Valley, par 5 finish. Bit of an update on the back 9. Back 9 totally different to the front 9. I think I've only used the driver about 2 times. Very strategic, the back 9. Pretty good condition, but you have to take a lot of irons off the tee boxes, that's for sure. But I think overall the verdict, if you like, you know, for 1,500 baht, it's a little bit 100 baht more expensive today because of the public holiday, but otherwise, yeah, I would pay 1,500 baht again to play here. It's a nice golf course. Greens in pretty good shape. It's what you would expect actually for the price. Actually greens are pretty good. Bunkers, fairways, the staff, the caddies, yeah, everything's quite pleasant. We did say at the beginning of the video blog that is it unpleasant or pleasant? Well, I can confirm it's pleasant, and I would certainly recommend, if you get an opportunity, to play this course. If I had anything negative to say, it would be, I think there's, let's see, 2 or 4 holes where you have internal OB, which seems to be a bit of a throwback from when they didn't have any trees mature enough lining the fairways, but they're very mature now, and I'm not sure why they still have those OB. I always think an OB internal to a course is a bit of nonsense, as they say. But otherwise, yeah, good course, good day out. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, please click the like. It helps to grow the channel, and hit the subscribe button, and there'll be more videos like this coming out in the future. So until then, thank you very much. Coming up the 18th, you can just see the
clubhouse in the background. Another day in paradise. Bye for now.